Let's set up the mood. I want to go to the jungle. Check it out.
This will make run faster. This? Oh.
Gathering some inspiration from the movie. I already warmed up a little bit. I did a couple of exercises, but now I'm gonna warm up in the treadmill and I'm gonna do a mile run. And I wanna mimic like I have the dog chasing me. So every minute I will change the intensity. So I may start at like 50 or 60% intensity, and then I will ramp up until 80. I'm still warming up, so it's not gonna be a sprint, but I will go like 1 minute 80, 1 minute 60, 1 minute 80 when I'm a little bit more fired up.
Damn it, kid. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't win fights with that tap-tap shit. Power kicks. That's power, kid. Whoa. Easy.
Not yet. I'm gonna continue the warm-up, and I'm gonna do flexibility exercises, dynamic warm-up, because we're gonna need to open up very wide. Remember, this is JCVD we're talking about. So today I'm gonna work on jumping kicks, specifically the spinning hook kick with the legs wide open, like split kick that JCVD usually does, and he does it a lot in this movie. So the main idea, and I'm gonna start right away by saying that if you wanna work on them, first of all, get your tendons very warmed up with either jumping rope, a little bit of running, and then do the plyometric work, which is the jumping work. And you should mobilize the groin, obviously for the high kicks, but also the hamstrings and the hip flexors. So I'm gonna do it all right now. Now, new drill by Jean Frenette, a Canadian kicker extraordinaire. Doing this before the kicking is amazing. So you start with a Cossack squat and then you go all the way to the front like a bow stance, either from Kung Fu or Karate. So from 1 and 2. And the longer you go at it, try not to raise or lower your head. Always be same height from one to the other end. Torso upright and rotation. Ah. Ooh. So today I'm gonna start with plyometrics and jumping kicks. And I'm gonna try to do some weird games with myself where I mix both. By plyometrics, we mean jumping exercises. Fast twitch, jumping, changing of direction, or landing from one position, going to the side, going up, going to the front. So we can work with all that because we want to be, as martial artists, we want to be as three-dimensional as possible when we, And actually being able to jump kick from wherever we land should be a main goal because we are amazing. Let's go. In between the kicks, I will always continue to open up wider and wider, being very careful so that it's not a static stretching. It's something with a little strength incorporated, like this. Something very simple. So this makes my groins work for their lives. One more. Asa! 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 Asa!
Sometimes it seems so hopeless, all alone. Nowhere to turn, so far away from home. It's up to me, I won't be denied. It's better to lose than never have tried to.
So now, Scopez asked me if there's a set routine that I could give you guys in order to get the Jean-Claude Van Damme kick, you know, the spinning hook kick with a split opening. I'm glad that he talked about routine because you gotta have certain specific skills. Obviously, flexibility is very important. Think always about dynamic flexibility and weighted flexibility. So if you put some weights in your Cossack squats, in your split squats. Also, I would do a lot of weightlifting and a lot of plyometrics too. What I mean by a lot of weightlifting is like 2 or 3 times a week. So if you do full body workouts 2 to 3 times a week, outside of your martial arts training, you should get stronger and try to lift the weights as fast as possible whenever you get the chance, with very low sets of 3 to 5 reps and a huge amount of rest. So do higher loads and less repetitions. It will teach your fast twitch muscle fibers to not be lazy, to fire up. So when you jump, don't jump 80% or 90%, jump 110%. That's why you do 3 to 5 reps as well. Never do more than that in a single set because you do want the bigger motion, the bigger explosion to do the Van Damme kick. Now, technique-wise, let me try one. I'll just put a glove on top of his head because I don't want to screw my feet. You should have a good wheel kick. So sideways, if you can work on your wheel kick, and I have a tutorial for this, so I'm not going to lose a lot of time doing it, but really work on that opening of the hip. That's where the hip flexor comes, because a lot of people just open up wide and do something like this. So one foot points up and the other foot points up as well. This is like just doing the splits midair. That's like dancing. I want to be able to see the hook kick happening. So if you can see it, I'm using this, I'm using a side bend and this motion here because I want to hit, I want to make it powerful. But the other leg, since I want to open it up, is going upright, so a lot of hamstring action, upright with the toes pointing up. So it's not like this split right here, it's more like this split right here, right? Where you have one leg sideways and the other one is like in front. So you gotta have a lot of hamstring and hip flexor flexibility. Next, the higher you go, the less of this you have. The more of this you have. This is basic, right? So you have to tilt backwards much more when you're doing it higher. So if you do it like this, or almost my same height, I can lift it up a little higher. So let's work on it, and let's do like, I don't know, 5 to 8 repetitions with a lot of rest in between. this guy. Oh, yes. See if I can get even a... Now, obviously, no Van Damme workout would be complete without the splits. And this is also a strengthening exercise because I'm gonna have to really tense my groins not to fall. So let me try and do the... Haven't done these in a while. Drawing board. Now, we're having fun so far, but now it's time to go to work in terms of discipline. So we're gonna mix a few ideas together. So we know that Van Damme has abs of steel, right? So we're gonna leave the ab wheel for the end. We're gonna do 8 repetitions of this. But first we're gonna start with 10 power kicks on the right. Remember, kick the tree. Then 10 power kicks on the left, 10 kettlebell swings, which will fry your glutes. Then right away, 12 lunges, heavy lunges, always alternating, going to the front and coming back, and then 8 ab wheels. We're gonna rest for 1.5 minutes, and we're gonna repeat it for 4 rounds. So this is gonna be heavy, but so cool. Ah! Now. Guys, I want to thank you for the feedback for these videos, even though the videos still don't have a lot of views. But I think it's a new concept. It's something that has never been, I never saw it. I don't know, the mixing of the training philosophy and self-philosophy, tutorial, and also retro and videos, and especially VHS at this day and age. I think it's gonna be a specific group that will enjoy, if they enjoy these videos. So I would tell you guys or ask you guys to like, share with friends that you think that might benefit from these videos, and obviously subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. And today's quote, no, it's not from Van Damme. No, it's not from Kickboxer. No, it's not Natsuko. No, it's not Never Surrender. No, it's from Matthew Mcconaughey. Oh yeah. All I want is what I can see, and all I can see is what's in front of me. And it's like, wow. Yeah, sometimes that's all you need, right? Try to go through life without overcomplicating things, without trying to understand everything. You know, we always look for answers to everything. And sometimes it's like, dude, this is what's in front of you. And if what's in front of you is not enough, then what will be, you know? This is a message that I've been trying to convey in my previous videos, but still, he puts it in a way that I really think articulates this perfectly. And especially these guys, like Van Damme, like Mohammed Qissi, who was in my podcast, who plays Tong Po, guys like Chuck Norris, Bill Wallace, Richard Norton, whatever. They just do what's in front of them. They do the work every single day. They put the pieces of the puzzle, and it's like, that should be enough, right? And that's what keeps them satisfied. They don't look for an extra answer that lies somewhere beneath, I think. Guys, be Willow strong and suggest not only other movies, but other types of exercises or workouts that you would like to incorporate in your routine, and I'll be happy to help. Be Willow strong.